talking about Ken Block and his latest video called Climbkhana, right? He basically destroys Pikes Peak in a 1,200 horsepower Mustang. If you don't know the race, check out the race. If you never see the mountain, check out his video. It's insane. They do a great job. I love it. Some people hate it. I put this post on Facebook. It says, Ken's one of the few drivers I know that continues to blow me away year after year. Not just his racing, his driving, and the videos, but the way he handles his whole life, the way he runs his team, the way he hires guys. Like, a bunch of guys are in Germany right now working, living their dream because Ken's racing World Rallycross, and like they're on his team. I don't know, man. I'm a big fan of what he does. I can tell you when I go to the World Rallycross races, his line for autographs, it starts like 2 hours before the official time. It's mostly kids. Like, I talked to some of the parents. I'm like, so, you guys are huge racers, brought your kids here? They're like, no, we don't watch racing at all. Our kid found Ken on the internet and loves him. And, well, we asked our son what he wanted to do this summer, and he's like, I want to go see Ken Block. So we bought tickets to the race, and here we are. Kind of cool. He's probably the only person I know that's bringing kids into motorsport. Like, kids under the age of 10. And they're not, like, being dragged there by their parents. They're begging their parents to take them to a race. That, to me, is cool. So, that's one of the reasons why I like Ken. If you haven't seen his video, here, you can put it up here, no audio, all that kind of stuff, right? But, you know, it's a video. It's not a race. He's doing donuts. He's shredding Pikes Peak in, like, a car that no one would ever let you race if you tried. 1,200 horsepower, maybe a drag race, but, yeah, dude, no. This is awesome. It's amazing to me that Ken has gotten to a place in life where he can close down Pikes Peak just to rip it on video. Fly helicopters around. Like, you know, I had to pay an entry fee. I had like 3 days of practice. I got maybe 2 passes each morning when I raced Pikes Peak and 1 day to go the whole mountain. Ken actually got to like just have it to himself. I think that's awesome. But I think it makes people jealous too. I think it's what pisses people off about Ken's program. I mean, I don't entirely get it, right? But like, you know, this is BS. It's not a competition, it's showboating. Look, another blockhead video where there's donuts around things, blah. I don't think anyone ever said this was a competition. You know, people want him to volunteer. People want him to build his own cars. Oh my God, guys. If I sold a huge company and had tons of money, like, yeah, I'd probably still wrench, but there'd be like a 100,000 square foot warehouse out there just cranking out my weird inventions, like all-wheel drive Mustangs. And yeah, I'd be calling Pikes Peak asking what it would cost to shut the road down so I can just rip it and shoot video. Yeah, I'd be doing this all day long. Anytime I'm not racing, I'd be doing this. Because you can't really race during the week, it's only on the weekends. What do you do during the week? Build cars like this and do stuff like this. I love it. I think it's awesome. But someone pointed out they had trouble getting a rally class entered into a race because the organizers were afraid that Ken Block rally people would show up and do donuts and be hooligans. Dude, people have been doing donuts since the beginning of tires. I bet you somewhere some dude is doing donuts in a horse-drawn wagon someplace. Hooked up like 6 horses, ran a tight circle, that wagon drifted. But, you know, I get where they're coming from. Like, they want the message to be about racing. If you're going to build a car, go compete. And I kind of feel the same way, but Ken does compete. Like, Ken competes so hard that he's done... Dude, more people have walked on the moon than have done what Ken Block does. More people have walked on the moon than have scored points in the World Rally Championship, the WRC. Like, that's how hard it is. In 50 years of rally, how many Americans have scored points? How many have walked on the moon? It is harder to do what Ken Block does than it would be to say, you know what, I'm going to go to NASA, I'm going to be an astronaut, I'm going to walk on the moon. You would have better chances of saying you're going to do that than you would to say, I'm going to be Ken Block. I'm going to develop my skills to the point where I can compete in FIA World Rallycross. I'm going to develop my skills to the point where I can manage a 1,200 horsepower car for a video shoot. It's way harder than you guys think, man. Like, once you've been racing, you know, like, if you haven't raced in a while, you get in the car, and like, yeah, the first corner you might be a little rusty, but dude, you get dialed in, like, a couple of gear shifts, a couple of braking zones, and you're totally on again. Something like this, you do one corner, they make you wait for like 45 minutes while you set up again. And then you gotta like go in hot, do one corner, and then chill out again, let the adrenaline come down. In my opinion, this might actually be harder than running the race. In the race, you get geared, yeah, that's sick. The race, you get geared up, and, 8, 9, 10 minutes, and you're done. Just, poof, this was days of filming. So, I don't know. I guess the question of this video is, are these Gymkhana videos good or bad for the sport? To me, it's no question. They're amazing for the sport. I mean, look, there's, yeah, I know, I'm reading comments you guys can't see, but whatever, man. I guess I could take the time to screenshot them over in the video, but this is meant to be just a quick and dirty, like, morning coffee with Caswell. You know? That's all. But yeah, like, somewhere in here was, like, an outstanding comment. You know, and of course, this isn't making great video right now, but, you know, there are people who are in rally right now because of these videos, and naturally I can't find the comment. See, guys, I should tee this up more before I show up, so you don't have to like watch me. Yeah, here we go. I can directly credit Ken Block for getting me into rally in the first place. I was really impressed watching his Gymkhana videos like 5-6 years ago. Then I started watching some of his stage rally videos. He saw N New England Forest Rally and was blown away at how fun that looked. Now he's been co-driving for 4 years, and he can truly credit Ken for getting him into the sport. It's only one guy, but hell, our entry list in the United States, we have what, 40 rally cars? 80 competitors? Well, one of those 80 came from Ken Block. Specifically, directly from these Gymkhana videos, we have one more competitor in rally in the States. Because Ken was doing donuts on Pikes Peak. Was this a race? No. Should Ken enter Pikes Peak? I probably wouldn't if I were him. Why the hell would you go after Loeb's record? Like, that car was insane. They spent how much money on that? Like, that could bankrupt a team. Like, maybe if Ford dug in, and even then I'm not sure I'd want to do it, man. You got nothing to prove, everything to lose. You know, maybe I go run it like something crazy, like a vintage car, or set a record in something unusual or something. But this is engineers. I don't know if you guys can see this in the video, but this is my favorite. When this was dirt, this was the best corner in the whole mountain, man. Full speed, off camber at the end, right there. Smart to stay out of that, Ken. Anyway, so these are my morning rants. I'm going to try to do them every morning with you guys. Sometimes it'll be with, stuff like Ken Block's videos. Sometimes it'll be bad video where I'm like referencing Facebook posts you can't read and like pointing at stuff that maybe you can't even see on the screen. But let me know what your thoughts in the comments, man. Like, are Ken Block's Gymkhana videos good? You know my opinion, but it's just me, dude. Mine's not like the word of God. This is what I believe. Do you think his videos are good or bad for the sport? Did you find out more about racing because of the videos? Did this turn off your friends? When you come home from a track day, do they like make fun of you and ask if you're doing donuts? Probably not. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Also, tell me about what this sucks and what I can change, because this is like a new thing for me, but it seems like a fun little thing to do every morning. Way to like get you guys a little more into my life. Like, yeah, I'm sitting at my desk. Yeah, it's a little boring. Oh, this is the Ken Block I think of, not the Gymkhana. This is WRC Mexico 2010. This was Ken's first WRC race. Ken started in rally in America, like learning the trade, like going to O'Neill's every free chance he had and paying for instruction and seat time. Like, Ken put in the time we wish we all had to put in. He learned to drive. He's now competing with like Sebastian Loeb, Marcus Grönholm, Petter Solberg. Like, he's a Ford factory team and probably like the top series in the world right now with like arguably the best drivers in the world. Yeah, it's Formula One, but whatever, they're not dirt. So I think it's amazing, man. I'm a huge Ken Block fanboy. I'm not ashamed to admit it, dude. The guy is just awesome. I never actually watched the ending. It's good stuff. But the other thing I know like half the names in the credits, man. Like, he's not just yeah, like, look at this dude, look at all the camera operators. Like, he's not just racing. He's running a company and employing a bunch of my friends, man. There's a bunch of guys out there living their dream, working on one of the coolest motorsport teams in the world because Ken Block chooses to do this. And I don't know how the economics work. Like, maybe he needs to do this to race, but I don't really care. I like these on their own. Even if he stopped racing, I'd love to see Ken put out a video every month if that was even possible. That would make me happy. Anyway, guys, hope this is fun. Hope it's not too long. What the hell. Morning coffee with Caswell. See you guys tomorrow.